Prepare for IELTS, reading skills, matching features, underground railways. Introduction. In this video lesson, we will be reading an article on the topic of underground railway construction for major cities. We will be answering matching features questions. Matching features questions resemble multiple choice questions in that we are given a set of choices as our answer. Matching features questions are unique in that we can match more than one question statement to the feature options given. If this sounds confusing, it will become clearer when practiced later on in this lesson. Study tip. As you watch this video, keep a notebook at the ready so as to participate in the exercises presented in this lesson and throughout this reading course. This is part of the Prepare for IELTS course provided by Practical English with Darcy. Download the free lesson guide material by clicking on the link in the description, or write to us. Matching features. As we read through this article, consider these statements. Determine which city discussed in the article, London, New York, or Paris, corresponds to the statement made about the event. Construction of tunnels in this city was delayed by unexpected discoveries. Which city authorities were pioneers in the development of these railway systems? Which city is taking advantage of available technology to update its system? What impressive claim has been made regarding the ease of access to this city's system? This city has had to deal with the problem of tunneling in difficult soil conditions. Safety of the workforce was an issue during the initial construction of this city's system. Pause the video on the next slide for the question card. Underground railways. Underground railways are an essential part of life in some of the world's largest cities. There are, for example, 275 stations on the London Underground and 450 in New York's subway system. Although the Paris Metro can only boast 275, it is said that wherever you live in the city, you're never more than 500 meters from a station. In all three cities, the railways move enormous numbers of people around every day, while making little impact on the visual appearance of the cityscape. Many of the world's most famous underground railways date back to the period around the beginning of the 20th century. The first metro trains in Paris ran in 1900, while New York's subway dates from 1904. They came into existence as the development of railway building technology coincided with an enormous influx of people into the world's largest cities, part of a general urbanization associated with both population growth and industrial development. Underground railways facilitated the expansion of cities without placing more strain on their already overcrowded surface transportation systems, a forward-thinking conclusion reached by city leaders in London, whose system was inaugurated some 40 years before developments in Paris and New York. Today, there are more than 160 subway systems around the world that have followed that model. Tunneling under a city, however, is easier said than done. In the early days, there was a reliance on manual labor, and it was tough work. Around 8,000 people were involved in the construction of the first lines in New York, while the original tunneling in London was marked by a high level of both injuries and fatalities. A variety of techniques has since been developed for use in the excavation of tunnels, and each system has its own particular needs and challenges. For example, in Paris, soft mud, rather than hard rock, is the main headache for tunneling engineers, whose solution has been to freeze it using calcium chloride so that it can be removed more easily. In New York City, the subway system is currently in the middle of a massive renovation project that involves boring a number of new tunnels, using what is known as a tunnel boring machine. This enormous piece of equipment cuts through the earth beneath the city slowly but safely, and is especially important in New York where the hard bedrock is not far below the surface. This method of construction is very different to those in use when the first underground railways were built. New tunnels are currently being dug beneath London to reduce overcrowding on a system that already carries an excess of 7 million passengers a day. The tunneling has unearthed archaeological remains of great interest, a factor that held up the construction project. Sometimes, however, archaeology can work in the builder's favor, as in Paris where the metro was able to take advantage of deep quarries which were first excavated by the ancient Romans. Whether it's solid rock in New York or ancient remains in Europe, tunneling is never without its challenges. But the benefits of underground railways certainly outweigh the cost and challenge of building them. 1. Construction of tunnels in the city was delayed by unexpected discoveries. 2. The city authorities were pioneers in the development of these railway systems. 3. The city is taking advantage of available technology to update its system. 4. An impressive claim is made regarding the ease of access to the city's system. 5. This system has to deal with the problem of tunneling in difficult soil conditions. 6. Safety of the workforce was an issue during the initial construction of this system. 'Comprehension questions. Which of the three cities has the largest underground railway system? Approximately when was the oldest railway built? Which one is likely to be the most convenient? Further discussion. The author claims that the benefits of underground railways outweigh the cost and challenge of building them. What are some of the costs referenced by the author? Can you come up with other examples? Consider the public transit systems in use in your city. Give a description of its positive merits. For example, low cost, convenience, cleanliness, etc. If you were asked in a public poll to give your opinions as to how to improve public transit in your city, what improvements might you propose? What might travel look like in the next 20-30 years in the future? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please remember to follow this channel. Help us grow to reach more audiences by liking the video and sharing it. If you would like to become a VIP member, or you are interested in having a free consultation, write to us, or go to www.practicalenglishwithdarcy.blogspot.com for more.